Dear students, during this shutdown and lockdown periods, our Science Academy is providing online coaching. What are you doing at your homes? I think you must be watching Facebooks or chatting with your friends on WhatsApp. Is not this? Okay, though you are watching Facebook and chatting with your friends, but you should give some times and watch this video. I shall teach you a poem, Daffodils. In my first class, I think perhaps I had taught you the poem. Okay, I am repeating it. The poem is Daffodil. The poem is Daffodil. Daffodils. Before discussing the poem Daffodils, I think you should know what is daffodils. Daffodils is one kind of flowers, but the flower specially is found in England by the lakeside. The poet of the poem Daffodil is William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth. You know, William Wordsworth is one of the major poets of English literature. In his poems, you can find only description of nature. He has described the beauty of nature in his poems. So he is regarded as a poet of nature, the high priest of nature. William Wordsworth defined poetry as a spontaneous overflow of powerful passions arising from emotions recollected in tranquility. For his definition of the poem, he is famous. He is called a famous poet of English literature, and he is called a poet of nature. Okay, in his poem Daffodils, the poet has depicted or described the beauty of nature. What is beauty? If I ask what is beauty, dear student, beauty is nothing, only emotional satisfaction. Beauty is the emotional satisfaction, and beauty lies in the eyes of viewer. So when the poet saw the daffodil, the sight of the flower attracted his tender heart, and he wanted to watch the flower by standing by the lakeside, and he saw a host of golden daffodils were fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Okay, I am telling you the basic thing of the poem. One day, the poet William Wordsworth was wandering by lakeside. He was wandering like a cloud that floated over the mountains and the vale. He saw a host of golden daffodils. He compares the quantity of daffodils like a crowd. You must have seen crowd in your festivals, like car festival or any local festival. You can see some people gathered at a place to enjoy the festival. So the poet compares the quantity of daffodils like a crowd. And the daffodils were beside the lake and beneath the tree. They were fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Then the poet compares the daffodils with the stars twinkling in the Milky Way. The bed of daffodil had stretched in a never-ending line. Then the poet says that the waves were dancing in the sea, whereas the daffodils were fluttering and dancing in the breeze beside the lake and beneath the tree. But the dance of daffodils outdid the dance of the waves. Then the poet returned his house in his pensive or vacant moods, or when he goes to bed, when he remembers the sight of daffodils, he beholds a host of golden daffodils fluttering and dancing in his inward heart. His heart fills with pleasure and dances with the daffodils. These are the sum and substance of the poem Daffodils. I am giving you only 4 questions. Try to answer it. First question: where did the poet see the daffodils? Where did the poet see the daffodils? Question 1. Question 2. When did he see the flowers? Next question. Question 3. What were the daffodils doing? Question 4. What does the poet compare the daffodils with? These are the 5 questions. After watching my video, try to answer them and send your answer to my WhatsApp. I will see it and correct. Thanks. Okay, dear students, I taught the poem in English version. I think if I teach the poem in your vernacular language, that means Odia, some students who are weak, they can understand the theme of the poem. ଦିନେ କବି ୱିଲିୟମ ୱାର୍ଡସୱର୍ଥ ହ୍ରଦ କୂଳରେ ଏକା ଏକା ଘୁରି ବୁଲୁଥିଲେ, ଯେପରି ଖଣ୍ଡେ ବାଦଲ ଆକାଶର ବିସ୍ତୀର୍ଣ୍ଣ ବୁକୁରେ ପର୍ବତ ଉପରେ ଓ ଉପତ୍ୟକା ଉପରେ ଘୁରି ବୁଲୁଥିଲା। ହଠାତ୍ ସେ ଦେଖିଲେ ଡାଫୋଡିଲର ଶଯ୍ୟା ଯାହା ଲମ୍ବି ଯାଇଥିଲା ସିଗ୍ମାହୀନ ଦିଗ୍ବଳୟ ଆଡ଼େ। ସେହି ଡାଫୋଡିଲ ଫୁଲ ଗୁଡ଼ିକ ପବନର ମତୁଆଲ ସ୍ପର୍ଶରେ ହଲି ଦୋହଲି ନାଚୁଥିଲେ ଆଉ ନାଚୁଥିଲେ। ୱାହ, ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ଏ ରୋମାଣ୍ଟିକ୍ ସାଇଟ୍! ଯେତେବେଳେ କବି ସେହି ଡାଫୋଡିଲ ଫୁଲ ଗୁଡ଼ିକର ନୃତ୍ୟକୁ ଦେଖିଲେ, ଯାହା ପବନ ସ୍ପର୍ଶରେ ହଲି ଦୋହଲି ନାଚୁଥିଲେ ଆଉ ନାଚୁଥିଲେ, ସତେ ଯେମିତି ସେମାନେ କବିଙ୍କୁ ଡାକୁଥିଲେ, ହେ ରସିକ କବି, ଆମର ସୌନ୍ଦର୍ଯ୍ୟକୁ ଉପଭୋଗ କର। ବାସ୍ତବିକ କବି ତା ହୃଦୟରେ, ତା ମନରେ ପ୍ରକୃତିର ଯେଉଁ ଛବି ଦେଖେ, ଆଙ୍କି ଦିଏ ଏକ ଜୀବନ୍ତ ରୂପରେ। ପ୍ରକୃତିର ରୂପ ଗୁଡ଼ିକ କବିର କଲମରେ ବାସ୍ତବ ରୂପ ପାଇଯାଆନ୍ତି। ତେଣୁ କବି କହନ୍ତି ଯେ କବିତା ଲେଖେ ମୁଁ, କବିତା ଲେଖେ, କବିତା ଭିତରେ ତୁମକୁ ଦେଖେ। ଅତଏବ କବି ତା କବିତାରେ ସବୁ ଦେଖିପାରେ। ଓକେ, ଯେତେବେଳେ କବି ଡାଫୋଡିଲ ଫୁଲ ଗୁଡ଼ିକୁ ଦେଖିଲେ, ସେ ଫୁଲ ଗୁଡ଼ିକର ସୌନ୍ଦର୍ଯ୍ୟ କବିଙ୍କୁ ବହୁ ମାତ୍ରାରେ ଆକର୍ଷଣ କରିଥିଲା ଏବଂ ସେ ଫୁଲ ଗୁଡ଼ିକ ପବନ ସ୍ପର୍ଶରେ ହଲି ଦୋହଲି ନାଚୁଥିଲେ ଆଉ ନାଚୁଥିଲେ। କବି ସେହି ଡାଫୋଡିଲ ଫୁଲ ଗୁଡ଼ିକୁ ଆକାଶରେ ମିଞ୍ଜି କରୁଥିବା ତାରାମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ତୁଳନା କରନ୍ତି। ତାପରେ ଏପଟେ ସାଗରରେ ଢେଉ ଗୁଡ଼ିକ ନାଚୁଥିଲେ, ସେପଟେ ଡାଫୋଡିଲ ଫୁଲ ଗୁଡ଼ିକ ହ୍ରଦ କୂଳରେ ହଲି ଦୋହଲି ନାଚୁଥିଲେ ଆଉ ନାଚୁଥିଲେ। କିନ୍ତୁ ହାୟ, ଡାଫୋଡିଲର ନୃତ୍ୟ ସାଗରର ଢେଉ ନୃତ୍ୟ ଅପେକ୍ଷା ଆହୁରି ମନୋରମ ଥିଲା, ଯାହା କବିଙ୍କ ହୃଦୟକୁ ଆକର୍ଷଣ କରୁଥିଲା। ତାପରେ କବି ସେହି ସ୍ଥାନ ଛାଡ଼ିଲେ। ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେ ଘରକୁ ଫେରିଲେ, ସେ କହନ୍ତି ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେ ପେନ୍ସିଭ୍ ମୁଡ୍ ବା ଚିନ୍ତାପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଅବସ୍ଥାରେ ଥାଆନ୍ତି, ଭ୍ୟାକେଣ୍ଟ ମୁଡ୍ ବା ନିରସ ସମୟରେ ଥାଆନ୍ତି ବା ସେଜକୁ ଯାଆନ୍ତି, ବେଳେବେଳେ ଡାଫୋଡିଲ ଫୁଲର ଦୃଶ୍ୟ ତାଙ୍କ ହୃଦୟକୁ ଚାଲିଆସେ, ମନକୁ ଚାଲିଆସେ, ତାହା ତାଙ୍କ ହୃଦୟରେ शाश्वत आनंद शांतिर वातावरण भरी दिए एवं हृदय से फूल सहित नाची उठे। यही हूँ डाफोडिल फूलर बा डाफोडिल कवितार ओडिया सारांश। ओके, इन माय नेक्स्ट क्लास I shall taught you the next poem, The Ballad of Father Gilligan. Dear student, don't forget to watch the video of our classes which your Science Academy, our Science Academy is providing you. It is spending precious or valuable time only for you. So every day the video that the Academy is sending to you, watch it and learn. Thanks all of you, your Santosh sir.